All right, hopefully this works here. Let me see. Okay, good. Last time I recorded this, somehow the Texans and the Packers did not have the correct pick, so it was good to make sure that happened. Doing a one-round mock draft here today. No trades after all the trades that currently went down. I am recording this after the Matt Ryan trade as well, so Falcons are more inclined to take a quarterback. Let's get it started here. I think that this pick is safe, Aiden Hutchinson. Detroit next up. I know Lions fans are not taking a quarterback. Tickets are important, but I'm not taking a quarterback here. I don't know if Detroit, because if Kayvon Thibodeau was more of a not polished, but if Kayvon Thibodeau didn't have the effort questions, I would take him at pick 2. He's a really good prospect, but I really think he's Jadeveon Clowney 2.0. And I really don't like the guy because what he did to Carson Wentz in the playoffs. But in all seriousness, so I have worries about Kayvon Thibodeau, and I don't think he fits with Detroit's tough mentality. One guy that does, I'm not taking Trayvon Walker here. I'm going to take Kyle Hamilton. It's a safety, but I think he's the best safety prospect I have seen. I think he's a better prospect than Jamal Adams was, a better prospect than Minkah Fitzpatrick was. Be safe here. Take him at pick 2. Texans at pick 3. I really think that these two picks back to back are easy. Jets need a right tackle really bad. I don't even know who they have right now. They have that, George Fant. Yeah, George Fant is not. I mean, he may be okay for a year, but if you can take a tackle for the future, take a tackle for the future. Offensive line is so important. Pick 5. Let me make sure my sound's off. Okay. Pick 5. The New York Giants are on the clock. And this is where I think Kayvon Thibodeau goes. I think he makes sense. I think he would fit very well in the Wink Martindale scheme. It's just an effort question for him. I didn't like what he did at the combine. I guess, and even on tape too, when I watch defensive linemen on tape, I want to see you be able to, when, the running back's maybe a couple yards away, I want you to still try and run in there because for the tackle and not be lazy and stop. Reason being is, hey, the running back can break the tackle. You're not doing your job, leads to the other team getting a touchdown. Pick 6, Carolina. Is this where Jimmy Garoppolo goes? That's really my biggest question here. Because you look at the quarterbacks available, I don't think Matt Rule, needing to keep the job, is going to run with Jimmy Garoppolo next year. I think he could run with Baker Mayfield. Now, he could take Kenny Pickett here, and I would not be opposed to Kenny Pickett. Difference here, and okay, I'm not going to talk about it until I pick it, but I'm taking Kenny Pickett here. Giants are going to get Charles Cross. Falcons are getting Matt Ryan or Malik Willis. What I mean by it is this. Panthers are in a situation where not only the coach needs to win now, but the roster is in a good enough position where I think with the quarterback, they could hunt for a wild card. I know Mac Jones did it last year. Yeah, sure. Bill Belichick, great defense. I get it. But Carolina, I think, Carolina and Washington, I think, have the two really, really, really good young defenses in the NFL. And if you don't get Jimmy Garoppolo here for the Panthers or Baker Mayfield, you got to go with a quarterback. A lot of people like Malik Willis better, but Malik Willis is not going to be able to start and be proficient until 2023. Not a knock on him, but he's very similar to a prospect as Trey Lance is. very, very, very similar. So, and then, but Malik Willis to the Falcons, I think, makes a lot of sense because, first of all, Falcons have nothing. I mean, Falcons, after the Matt Ryan trade, are officially the worst roster in the NFL. Sorry, Falcons fans. I know Cordell Patterson's cool. Mediocre offensive line. Olamide Zaccheaus is your best receiver. Wide receiver, you have Kyle Pitts, which really I think you need to move Kyle Pitts to big slot right now, / main tight end. But Malik Willis, I think, will work really well with Kyle Pitts on the receiving end, so that's where I kind of like this pick. Okay, pick 9, Seattle. I think Seattle's going to rebuild their defense here, and I think they're going to take Jermaine Johnson. Trayvon Walker's gotten a lot of hype recently, and I actually am going to take him pick 10. Let's talk about them both at once. I think both these edge rushers have gotten a lot of good hype. I like Jermaine Johnson more. Jermaine Johnson is, every year I have my guy in the draft. He is my guy in this year's draft. Motor is so high. I love prospects of high motor. That's really the biggest thing for me, is if you are at least a good athlete and good at what you do, if you have a high motor, you're going to be a great NFL player. Pick 11 here, Washington football team. I think I'm going to go Sauce. I don't think that. I think really, you look at the Washington team, offensive line is definitely a concern. I don't see an offensive lineman besides Tyler Linderbaum worth a pick here. And you look at that defense, I mean, I think they're pretty solid almost at every position. They don't have that elite corner. I know they have Kendall Fuller. I think they have, Kendall Fuller is in Washington, because he played for Kansas City for a year and then went back. Okay. But they have Kendall Fuller, who I think is a really, really good corner. Like him more as a slot guy. Get him on, get Sauce on the outside. That defense is going to be really scary. Pick 12. Minnesota's actually been having a pretty decent free agency. Really, really better than I expected. And I think bringing in Derek Stingley would make a lot of sense. Similar to the Washington, I think their defense is okay. Got Eric Kendricks. I know you lost. You guys cut Michael Pierce. If you do not trade Danielle Hunter, it's not a great defense, but it's pretty solid. I love the Jordan Hicks signing. Houston at 13. I think Ajabo makes a lot of sense here, especially with a team that's not in the win now. I think Ajabo is probably not going to be able to play until maybe November, December. But yeah, I get his injuries bad, hurts his draft stock. But Ajabo really wasn't going to be a guy that would be able to play year one, in my opinion. I thought Ajabo was going to be. I kind of compare him to Giannis Antetokounmpo in the sense where similar, like with Malik Willis as well, because I think that he's a guy that's not going to be. He's going to be a really good player if he has time to develop. Houston may be that spot. Baltimore here, you got your IDL already. You could use an edge rusher. I think I'm going to go Linderbaum here. Offensive linemen are just so valuable. I think that makes a lot of sense for Baltimore. Pick 15, Philadelphia. I'm buying the Jordan Davis rumors here. Howie Roseman wants a defensive tackle, I know, out of this draft. Eagles fans, if you're watching this, I do not do these mock drafts for my own opinion. If this was my personal opinion, I probably would have went Treylon Burks here. But I have to do what I think Howie Roseman and the Eagles are going to do. They've shown a love for the defensive side of the ball. Jordan Davis makes sense. Eagles at 16 here. I know they've been trying to get another corner in the building. I'm going to go Booth. I think I went McDuffie last time for the Birds. Number 17, the LA Chargers. See, I was a little surprised that the Eagles just didn't trade Fletcher Cox to the Chargers. I'm happy we brought him back. issue here is I'm going to take Perion Winfrey. I know a lot of people like Devontae Wyatt a little bit more, but I think Winfrey's more of a better run stopper than Wyatt was. Chargers need a good run stopper. Pick 18 with the Saints. I truly believe Saints are going to run it back with Jameis Winston at this point. I know I took Malik Willis, but I'm going to go with a receiver. Let's go Garrett Wilson here. Philadelphia next on the board. I think they're going to go for receiver. No, I think they're going to take an edge rusher. They're going to I don't know. They really need a pure linebacker. I'm going to take Nakobe Dean here. I've been taking him for a while. Eagles just need. I think Howie Roseman in John Gannis' defense knows they need a good pass protector of that linebacker. Pick 20, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think Kenyon Green makes a lot of sense. I think Kenyon Green is going to be a really good football player. Pick 21, I think Trent McDuffie's a perfect Patriot pick. We'll go that then. 22, Green Bay. You have to take a receiver here. I think Treylon Burks could be your Deebo Samuel. Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, and Sean McVay are all good friends. LaFleur knows he probably needs that Deebo Samuel type of receiver. Pick 21, Arizona, losing Chandler Jones. Definitely not going to be an upgrade, but George Karlaftis will do. Pick 24, Dallas needs an edge rusher terribly, but Dallas is a BPA type of team where they draft best player available. I think that could be Devontae Wyatt here. Take Devontae Wyatt. 25, Buffalo. I think Buffalo could still be an Mustafa and Diggs if they can make the money work. But Kyrie Elam's going to be the pick right now for them. Next pick here, Tennessee. You're losing Julio Jones. Let's go. I'm going to go take Chris Olave. I think Chris Olave. Or you guys also did bring in Robert Woods. I completely forgot about that. But you guys kind of need one more receiver in that building. Between him and Drake London, but I usually always give Drake London the nod over Olave, so we're taking Olave this time. Tampa Bay. No, I don't like the quarterback. I think Tom is back for one more year. I think one more corner is good, but receiver. I'm gonna take a receiver for you guys. I'm gonna give you Drake London. Next pick here, Green Bay. Yep, that was right. Saints just signed Jameis. You can take Trevor Penning for the Packers. This video is going to end in a little bit. I don't want to have the time expire. Jameson Williams in Miami is a huge deal in my personal opinion. Kansas City, I think, is going to go for safety. Let's go Dax Hill. Cincinnati. See, Cincinnati really doesn't need an offensive line anymore. I've always taken offensive linemen for you guys. So I'm going to give you Jaquan Brisker here. And final pick in the draft, Detroit. I think they're going to take it's going to go Boy Mafe. Thank you guys for watching.